All right, what's going on to the homies out there and lovely ladies? What's good? This your boy Hood, man. I gotta talk about these racist white dudes, man, and how they blend in with us and kick it around us, and then not all of them be like that, but a lot of them be like that. So you got like the guy from Barstool Sports. His name is the fuck they call that white dude, whatever the fuck his name is. He run Barstool Sports. He's like Portnoy or some shit like that. So he like this white dude, and Barstool Sports, you will see it, it's like a bar, it's like a stool. People got the hatch jackets, whatever. They walk around with that shit. But for us as black people, why he's important or interesting is that $1 million worth of game that's owned by Wallow and Gilly. They on his network, like they basically are through him. Some kind of way they felt like that'd be a good check for them. Instead of building up their YouTubes on their own, they went and connected with this white guy company called Barstool Sports. He connected to sports, so he must get him a check. Like they got a licensing deal, whatever, he get him a check. They promote stuff on their channel, which is $1 million worth of game and all of that. So they came out and made a statement about what he said, because that white guy said that that girl, who the black girl who did this on her Angela Reese at LSU game when they beat up Iowa in the game, she was mad. They was mad at the black lady for doing that. Like all these commentators, all these people, they mad at the black lady from taunting. But just moments prior to that, the white lady had did the same thing, which is this. And then this whole idea of I'm gonna get a ring. And she had just prior did that to the black girl. But this is foul when the black girl do it. So you know it's a double-edged sword in America. Black people gotta always explain themselves or have some kind of reason why they doing stuff, and these white folks get to do whatever. And so the white people, you can know that that's gonna be fake outrage. Who cares if they outraged? But then you got these white guys coming out dissing a sister. But I'm finally seeing my brother step up, and they not giving the white dudes a break and saying it's okay to treat us like that, to treat the women like that. I'm happy to see black dudes saying something back. So you got Keith Olbermann too, as a white guy. He one of them commentators on MSNBC. He called her a whack, call her stupid or whatever, disrespected her. He called her, he said, what a fucking idiot. Now, why would that be wrong for her to do this? You know, which is like, I think John Cena did that in his wrestling matches when he would win. You know what I'm saying? But those are racist white dudes, and they pieces of shit. Just like he said old girl was, the John Portnoy guy, whoever the fuck his name is, who run Barstool Sports. He called her a piece of shit, and he the real fucking piece of shit. Because what, she like 22, 25? And she doing sports in college. She doing the right thing, trying to be great. And, you know, sports, you're going to have some trash talk. Even in boxing, they go toe-to-toe, head-to-head. Basketball is physical as hell. You know what I'm saying? You got to be physically fit, and you got to also extrapolate a skill. So it's not just brute. It's almost like tennis, and it's even more than tennis, because in tennis you just kind of swing it. But in basketball, you got to move your hand, shoulder, back, everything. So these girls are top flight. And that white girl, I don't think she took it that bad. It's basketball. She did it first, and then it changed. Now it's time for the black girl who got the ups on her in the game, and she did it back. So that was basically taunting. But taunting while black was a problem in America. So they got the white guys that got those platforms coming out dissing a sister. So that's why it's important for you to be blogging and have your platform, because by you not blogging and not having a platform, you get these clowns validity, and they super clowns. Like, these are out of shape, fat, lumpy, body ass white dudes who ain't on shit. They ain't physically fit. They didn't play sports growing up. I'm 50. They couldn't beat me in a motherfucking game of basketball today. Don't give a fuck with that, whichever one it is. They can go find a white motherfucker, and he wouldn't be able to outdo me. Especially a disrespectful one, trying to diss our sisters or diss black women for being a hooper, for being a ball player. I bet you couldn't ball play with me, motherfucker, and you couldn't out-talk me on these fucking platforms. You just a clown with a fucking job. And I'm sad about Gilly and Wallow. Because now you got to come out saying something about this white dude and dissing him when he actually dissed your sister. He dissed your sister. And it's like, you work for this motherfucker or you got some kind of deal with this motherfucker? Like, what kind of idiot is you, bro? I understand y'all want money. I understand you chasing money and all that shit. And other people ain't gonna really help you. Other people that's on ain't gonna really line you up or help you get there. But sometimes you gotta build it on your own. And we all see people building this shit on their own. And then sometimes it is good to connect with other people, especially white people. They run the country. This their country. But you got to be a little bit more ballsy in the world. And I don't think those guys are. They ballsy in a lot of ways, but not ballsy to the point where they'll fight back. Just saying some stupid shit about a racist white guy, that ain't really nothing. You supposed to stand up and hold your own balls. Nigga, I would never be in a contract with your fucking ass. Are you stupid? We done. Because if you think about her like that, you think about me like that. So they feel like, well, shit, it's a check. I'm going to get it. And I ain't dissing them. I'm just saying, here's, like Dre said in the song when I was growing up, here's what they think about you. Because he going to think that about them too. And so it's just crazy that they got to deal with that. But Shaq came back at that white dude, Keith Olbermann. He came back at that motherfucker and said, "You're an idiot too." You know what I'm saying? And I don't like how they played him. You know what I'm saying? I don't like how they how that played out. I think the sisters should have been able to win that game and be respected as a creative, as basically a basketball player, somebody to dominate like that. I'm proud of her. You know what I'm saying? Because it's not easy doing that. You know what I'm saying? She beat Michigan to win a tournament. You know what I mean? And then she come here and win the whole thing. That is a boss. And it's not easy to do. How many games you got to play, how physical the game is. People trying to hurt you, people not really trying to hurt you, but you know, in the game, people trying to hurt you, stop you. You know what I'm saying? So if your hand get chopped or your leg or the knee crash, that's a part of the game. Like, okay, you out, get your ass on the sideline because, you know, we had to take you out because you could beat us. They did that to Jordan back in the day because the best player, and that white girl is a good player. They say she's shooting threes from all over the place. Like, she cold, but the physicalities that it took to win the ultimate game, that came down to the sister. And she was dope, and I'm happy for her. You know what I'm saying? Racism is crazy in America, man. And I just wish it would go away because we had to defend our sisters. We had to defend our people and not expect these people who can't even do it. These people can't even do it to have a voice. What? You ain't even physically fit. You're like, you whack. You wasn't even physically fit when you was a kid. Like, how dare you diss somebody who dedicate their life to being in shape, dedicate their life to working out, dedicate their life to being the best. Get out of here. So it's just funny to me, but you young, you old, whoever you is, you believe in yourself and you go for your gusto and you don't let none of these out of shape whack, even if they out of shape right here. I'm not just talking about physically because they could be out of shape right here. As soon as you get understanding of that, you know you're dealing with a clown and you don't have to even worry about them no more. You can just actually look at them and say, okay, clown zone, I get it. But the white girl, she did it. And then it happened back to her. So this is a part of the game. You know what I'm saying? This is what it is. You know what I'm saying? So
only tournament, men or women, and Reese notched her 34th double-double of the season.
But the whole trick is this. If you don't want it to happen to you, you shouldn't put it out there. You should not put that out there because it's like dishing it and taking it. You know, if you can't dish it, if you can't take it. You know what I'm saying? And I don't think the basketball player was so sad about it. I think the fake outrage from the white dudes in the sports community was trying to make it seem like their voice mattered. Like this John Portman, whoever this goofy nigga is, who run a fucking Barstool Sports. Like, if you're a fucking owner of a company, like, you get your bitch ass on the court. Fuck you talking about? Let's get you on the court. You couldn't do shit on the damn court. You know what I'm saying? And dissing somebody and saying something negative about somebody is easy. I'm doing it right now about them. Keith Olbermann, are you fucking serious? Who the fuck even listen to these people? If Shaq didn't respond to him, I wouldn't give a fuck what that dude said. These people are zero on the fucking balance sheet of life for me. So it's not like they matter, you know, but as far as a podcast, I want to talk about it because it speaks on the fact that it's a double-edged sword. They can do it, but you can't do it. And like everybody been quoting Finesse 2 times, where he says, it's a problem when they do it. It's cool when they do it, but it's a problem when I do it. You know what I'm saying? And that's a dope-ass line because that's facts. You know what I'm saying? But you don't let none of that stop you or bother you. That's a part of the game. That's a part of how the world works. You be you. That girl is a positivity. She's positive. She's a smart girl, and she look good, and she worked her ass off to get there. And you stand there, and you let them hate, and let them be mad. That's a part of the game too. You can be mad as you fucking want to, because you can't stop greatness. So shout out to that girl, Angela Reese. Shout out to the LSU team. It's their first win in franchise history. You think it was gonna be easy? You think it's gonna be everybody gonna cheer for you and party for you? No, it's gonna be some mad motherfuckers, some angry motherfuckers, and people who hate you, and they're gonna tell you they hate you. But welcome to life, because that's all you living. And so you can't have love without the hate. You can't have sun without the shade, without the the cloudies, and you can't have happiness without low sad. So it's an equal balance. It's a yin and a yang. And so as long as you can understand that, you can balance yourself with the way things rock and roll. Things might not always move in smooth this direction. Things might rock this direction sometimes. But however it come, you can adapt. That's really what basketball is. It's adapting. You dealing with different teams, you're dealing with different people, you're dealing with different players, different personalities, different mindsets. And every time somebody get on the court, you got to defend them or get around them to the court. You have to figure this out. It's art. It's art. How do I get around this girl? How do I get around that guy when I'm on the court? What do I do next? What? This creativity. It's like piano playing or jazz or freestyle rapping. No matter what you're faced with, you can maneuver and adapt. And then there's always sometimes make you seem like you flourishing. And whereas another person may say, how the fuck are you doing this? This just be your natural parameters. You actually know when it's time to adapt, when it's time to move, and know how to make it move. And that's what basketball is. And sometimes you're using this hand. This hand is going to be the dominant hand when you're making this move. Sometimes it's this hand. A lot of times it might be your other hand. And then you get that, but both hands can get you the shot. So you making sure that these hands whoever is coming up against you, you don't know exactly what you're gonna do. But when you get the ball, it all come together like, oh, I know. She's a dynamic girl for winning that game and being the leader of her team and making sure that they got to the point of no return, which is the winner's circle. So that's it, man. Y'all winners just like me, and I appreciate y'all watching this video. Thank you. Like and subscribe, share this thing. We get y'all over some more information. Shout out to LSU team. Peace.